Hi, this is Jennifer from Hope and Helix. Welcome to this tip of the week. If you're viewing this movie somewhere other than at our blog, be sure to check it out at blog.openhelix.com to see the full discussion with links and references. In today's tip, I'm going to take you over to the Ensembl browser and redo a tutorial that Ensembl created on how to access variation data, but I'm going to use the current release of Ensembl, which is release 64. I'm going to begin my search using human PTP-N22 gene as my query and click here to begin my search. My results load very quickly. This results summary will look different in my movie compared to the Ensembl movie. To access the information I want, I'm going to click gene and then human, and this will take me to the reference sequence for this human gene. If I scroll through this gene report, by default this is the view that you're going to see. Because I want to see sequence variation, I'm going to click this sequence link, and if I scroll down the page again, what I see is that the genomic sequence has been added to that gene report with exons being highlighted in red. Now, if I want to add variation information, I'm going to click the Configure this page menu open, and then under Show Variations, I'm going to change the option from No to Yes and Show Links. I click the check mark to enact those changes. The page will reload. And then when I scroll back down to that sequence, you can see we still have the genomic sequence, but now variation is highlighted as explained in this legend. Now we're looking at genomic sequence. Let's say we want information about a transcript. We can click on a transcript link in this table at the top of the gene report. The page will reload. Again, this is the default for that transcript. To change that view to include sequence, I again select which sequence I want. I'm going to click on the cDNA. The page will reload, and now we have the cDNA sequence, again marked variations as explained in the legend. Now we've seen genomic sequence and we've seen cDNA sequence. Let's say I'm interested in the variations that occur in the protein. Again, in the left navigation area, under the protein information section, I can click the variations link. The page will reload, and this time what we see is a listing of each variation within that protein sequence, including the alleles, etc. Now, we have only been looking at single sequences. If you want to actually compare the variation across sequences, what we can do is go under Genetic Variation and click Population Comparison. Population comparisons will provide you with the variation in a variety of different genomes. You can see here that the Ventnor genome variations are listed. If I continue to scroll down, I will see variation in genomes from the 1000 Genomes Project. If I scrolled further down, I could also see Watson's genome. So that is in table format. I can click to a comparison image. If I do that, I then get a graphical display of the genomes, the variation within them, with a comparison chart. If you view the Ensembl version of this tutorial, you will see slight differences between the version 64, which I'm using, and the version 54, which they use in their tutorial. I hope that helps you get SNP information out of Ensembl and to see the difference between updated versions. Thanks for joining me this week. See you next time.